Time to do some electrical work. I just almost finished changing the oil on the turbo weasel. Didn't look too sludgy, but I put the grease gun in the basement, warm it up, and now I'm going to change the breaker in our electric panel that's been here for at least 40-50 years. I turned off the hot water when we went away, not to waste electricity, so all you do is take the breaker, this 30-year-old breaker, and go click. And the hot water tank isn't preparing hot water while you're away on vacation. So I came back downstairs. I had told Mrs. W to do it, but she asked me to do it, so I came downstairs to flick the switch on. All you do is turn it on, right? Oh, now it works. I had to flick it probably 50 times. It was just dead. Springy, 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 until it would click into place. It has a hair trigger, and the hair trigger is worn, whatever. Now it's working. But I'm going to change it in any case, because it's old and hot water draws a lot of current. So it's time to put a new breaker in my electric panel. So I changed the oil in the turbo weasel, and I meant to run the dipstick cleaner through before I put the new oil in, and I forgot. So I haven't started it yet. Dum diddy dum dum. I was going to put some carb cleaner through the dipstick hole, and now it'll contaminate the fresh oil. That was dumb, I forgot. So maybe what I'll do tomorrow, drain the oil. Cold or hot, I guess it doesn't matter. Hot, it'll run out faster, but aggravating when you have a plan to do something and you forget. Mrs. CW would have been reminding me, and I would have told her to shut up, but she would have been right. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm taking the screws off this cover, electric panel cover. Heavy steel. Tornadoes in Mobile, Alabama. Very nice. Snow in Texas and Oklahoma. White Christmas. We're supposed to get it tomorrow. Supposed to get snow all through tomorrow night. I put a lot of new breakers in this panel 20 years ago, but it was a mess when I opened it up originally. Used to be a big breaker here, the one that went zzz. So it's packed full of wires. Packed. The wires that I put in are nice and straight and square. Come look at this. Here's a sump pit that I dug a number of years ago. Probably 5 feet deep, 2 meters. Keep the water out of the basement. We got a high water table in this neighborhood. Yeah, I know. Piles of steering wheels. Junk. This is the 200 amp fuse panel that serves us, and water drips in from that wire all the time. Don't ask me why, but it does. Capillary action. Not this one, but that one. So that's a relatively new breaker, and look at it. Looks like mush. I don't like that. I'm going to have the city cut the power and clean those squeezy things. Looks pretty crappy if you ask me. Found this in the junkyard 20 years ago. Bought it for $5. I don't know why we're getting water in here. I got a couple spare fuses right there. Gotta always have a spare fuse. There's no answer. Breakers get zapped and fuses get zapped. Yeah, I've got junk. Got lots of junk. Lots of junk. Aha! Black cat. So, back to what I was doing. I'm going to pull this breaker out of the panel. It's a pretty simple job. Some people don't like working on electrical. It doesn't bother me at all. I think the biggest risk is when I zap something to get some hot copper splattered in my eye. Worries me. Undo the screws and pop it off. Just like that. There it is. Couldn't ask for an easier job. I don't think anything's wrong with it. I just think it's a little tired. I'll have to label the new one hot water. And the new one, Square D multi-fit. Everything looks good. Nothing overheated, burned. Got a spare couple breakers up here. The old style, new style. Murray, General Electric, Square D, Home Line are all the same. They all fit the same way. Cutler hammer makes an interchangeable one. They have their CH model that is different. This one slides onto a blade. The CH slides onto a post. And the Square D QO, old style. They're almost double the price. I don't know why. Now I gotta stick these wires in here. Tight fit. I think I might have to get some needle nose pliers. Charles Klugman died yesterday. Jack Durning just died. Everybody dies eventually, huh? Even Fruit Loops. It's disappointing that I can't see him anymore. That's what death is. Death is so final. Crank these screws down. I don't have the right screwdriver for this. I should have a long screwdriver, not a short piece of junk like I'm using right now. But it's doing the job. Crank them down good and tight. Don't break the phenolate plastic housing. I see you, little cat. We got lots of junk. This is CW just organized it all. Now I have to slide it underneath the little brackets in the back and push it on. And crank her up. There we go. Got hot water again. What I do, when I'm not making doo-doo, is I check these screws, make sure they're all tight. This is the sub panel for heat. They do get loose. They definitely do get loose. Sub panel for heat. Cutler hammer, CH, control, safety breakers. They all blow up. Remember the Square D that caught fire this summer? Or the hot water tank upstairs? They all blow up. I've seen every single one of them melt without turning off the juice. Every one of them. I'll have the right screwdriver. These are all tight. I've been in here not too long ago. Yeah, they're all tight. Alright. Put the cover back on. And time for dinner. It's 8 o'clock. I always eat late. I'm not an early eater. I don't eat when the clock says eat. I eat when my body says you're hungry. And I've noticed at my older age I'm pigging out, eating more, getting less exercise. Missy CW and I went for a walk for an hour or so. People used to exercise a lot. Now we're all a bunch of fat. But you do what you want. You can sit on the computer and watch all my videos. I don't have time. There's so much stuff to watch. I feel bad when people send me videos. They want me to watch their videos, but I don't have the time. I got work to do. Last thing I'm going to do on this video is squish this big spider that just disappeared. There was a monster spider, but he smartened up and flew the coop. Like old houses with stone foundations. Yeah, it was a big juicy spider. Oh well, he'll be back. I'll get him tomorrow. Alright, everything is working, everything's in place. And no, you can't have my balsamic vinegar from the dollar store, $1. Stocked up. Yummy, yummy.